500,300,000 inhabitants in Europe, 21 million students in 4,000 universities. 4 testimonies.
Meg is a 22-year-old Spanish girl who lives in Madrid since she was born. She is attending a public university named Complutense, where she is studying advertising and public relations. This is her last year, so she will have to look for a job very soon. Although she is supposed to be prepared since she studied for 5 years. She does not feel self-confident and motivated to get a real job and handle it at this moment. That is because she did not have any practice on what she will work at her workplace. On the other hand, her sister Alice, who is starting her degree this year, is going to enroll the new study program, which is focused in practice rather than in theory. However, their parents will have to pay much more money, so they will have to make a really hard effort. She wonders if, with this much more expensive new system, everyone will still have a chance to go to university. Leszek, 23 years old, is Polish and lives in a small town named Pskow. He studies chemistry at the University of Warsaw. He is happy of the Polish higher educational system because the public universities are free. He knows that in Europe, even public universities can sometimes be very expensive. So he's glad he doesn't have to apply for an overpriced loan in order to pay for his studies. He recently heard that the Polish government would like to start a fee system to finance the higher education. And he thinks it's a shame because some people couldn't access to the university level anymore. For him, the youth is the future of Europe, and so the European Union should really make education its priority and give everyone a chance to study and be able to get the job they want. Julie is 19. She's French and she wants to change the world. She started studying information and communication at her hometown public university because there wasn't many other options. She always wanted to go to Paris to study political sciences, but the cost of living was too high for her to even consider it. She hopes she's gonna find a job she likes and which can have a positive impact on society, even though she knows most people go to work just to pay the bills. Her dream for the future would be that her children, as any other students, could access to a public educational system, free and high standard. But she plans on saving money to put her future kids to private school in case the system would follow what she calls the American model. Raul is 21 years old. He is from Curaçao, one of the biggest Antilles islands close to Venezuela, where he grew up and lived until he finished high school. He loves his hometown, where he spent his wonderful childhood along with his family and friends. And sometimes he misses having them around, but he decided to leave to Europe to study in Holland because there are more opportunities in terms of education. As a kid, he was already dreaming of becoming an architect, so he took the chance to live far from home to be able to fulfill his dream. He always knew that in Curaçao there are not that many choices for students. There are mostly lower level courses available, which is why many students move to Holland. He is very glad and proud of the difficult decision he made some time ago because not only he really likes what he's studying, but because next year he will graduate as an architect and is already planning on going home to use what he learned here to make a difference. Within the next 5 years, the EU will continue to build common policies and maybe the Parliament will adopt a law setting some new standards in the education system, providing more equality among the students. There are probably as many conceptions of education as people in Europe. What is yours?